season. It's going to be Halifax to get us underway through the boot of Joe Keys. Whitehaven going to be attacking left from right from our position in front of here at the main stand. And it's going to be collecting a ball. He's passed along to Ross Ainley, who's going to try and fetch this ball forward for Whitehaven. Fetched down sort of 18 metres away from his own line. It's Carter in at dummy half initially, who's going to bring the ball across to Ryan King, of course, formerly of this parish. Spent a short time here last season before returning to Whitehaven. Did King, the Italian international. Phillips is then going to go left and find Rio Corkill, deputising in the second row this afternoon, and that is going to be a penalty for Whitehaven. And of course, we're seeing these sort of new interpretations why they do not come in this ball forward, and no, it's McComb on that occasion that's now going to be wrapped up there just short of the Whitehaven 40. Phillips and Ainley in that tackle, now into the hands of Calcott again, gets it out the back, a couple of pairs of hands once again, and now into the hands of Ben Crooks, and Crooks is going to get through the gap, and that should be forward. Looks forward from Crooks to Joe Keys, but it's going to be a try straight away for the Halifax Panthers. They've gone the full sort of 80 metres following the tap. Not again Halifax, now less than 20 metres out. O'Brien is waiting in there at dummy half, still at least a couple of tackles, as it's now going to be Connor Davis to fetch this ball forward in at loose forward this afternoon. He's now wrapped up. This should be 5 and last, but Halifax are going to be 10 metres out. Unless I've missed the 6 again or something, I feel like that should have been 5 and last, but it's going to go right now to Jufre, and Jufre is going to flank it over the gap. Is he going to be held up? Is he going to be able to get that ball down? And he's going to be able to get the ball down. He's the French international. Back-to-back tries for the Halifax Panthers. Obviously Louis Jufre just exploited a gap there on that right hand side. Halifax Whitehaven now with Jobby Romeo playing the ball. Jamie Jordan finds Owen McCannon is going to be wrapped up there by 3 Halifax defenders. Whitehaven still short of their own 30 here, and more or less in centre field, maybe slightly to the right. Definitely going to be in centre field now as it comes to Dean Gebby. Don't think Gebby was expecting that, but he is going to need through the line there, and that's what you're expecting from the Papua New Guinean. And he's found there Jake Carter on his own at the moment. It's Jake Carter, but Gebby found space there in absolutely nothing.
And a one-handed offload back on the infield. If that's what we've got to look forward to over the course of the season, bring me more.
Oh, definitely. That's what Whitehaven fans will be expecting to see week in, week out. It's now going to come down this side. The Halifax Panthers. Ben Crooks is down on this side. It's only Gebby that's going to try and stop him. Is Gebby able to get him? He's not. He's trying to slow him down there to Dean Gebby. Crooks just able to come down this left hand side. Didn't really have anyone in support there, and it is going to be a third try for the Halifax Panthers. Now finds Corkill. Corkill's going to try and step back inside. Tries to get around Louis Jufre, but he's going to be wrapped up there. Is Rio Corkill. 17 and a half minutes gone here at the Shays. The range just starts to fall ever so slightly. Carter now finds Doran out the back to Gebby. Gebby's then going to try to step inside. Dean Gebby gets the inside ball to Guy Graham. He really eats box office in the tack so far from what we've seen. Dean Gebby. It is the 5 and last, however. Phillips is then going to go to Jamie Doran. Doran going to put it with a little kick in. It's going to be knocked on by the Halifax man, who's initially going to be knocked back, and he has given back Cameron Worsley. So Halifax now going to be in a prime position here. Not that they really needed it, but they find themselves 16 up. But Davis is going to play this ball. O'Brien's going to come left, out the back to Keys. Keys is going to run the line there. Jamie Jordan seeing Louis Jufre there, waiting to expect the ball. He just left the gap for Keys to run through, and it's going to be a 4th try of the afternoon here for Halifax Panthers. As Adam O'Brien leaves the field. He's been a real live wire out there. Keys, he's been a live wire as well, and throws a pass back inside to Tom Inman, who had just come onto the field. And Whitehaven are going to have this opportunity now. Gebby is off, but he's going to be taken down. 3 or 4 Halifax defenders. He does. Curtis Tea now with ball in hand. He able to throw the dummy. Then Curtis Tea is going to be down this right hand side. He's going to go himself. He's going to back himself there. It's Curtis Tea. Whitehaven need 20 points to get back into this game, and that is the first 4 of them. Good work there from Whitehaven, able to turn defence into attack pretty quickly, realising that Halifax was short on numbers. Good little dummy there from Curtis Tea, as Romeo was on his outside, but elects to go himself there, does Curtis Tea, and on this right hand side he gets the touchdown. 10 and a half minutes all himself there, did the Australian. But Whitehaven now less than 20 metres away. Newton's going to come left to McCannon. McCannon's going to try to find a gap. Still got tackles in the bank here at Whitehaven, and less than 10 metres out. Newton going to come left to Jake Carter. Carter then across on the ball to Rio Corkill. There's a 3-on-2. Just was developing there. 5 and last, going to go to Carter. Carter's going to put the little kick forward. Jufre just seems to come in from nowhere, and he does very, very well to sail in the field of play, although I think the post has come to his rescue there.
Yeah, it was a superb pick-up, to be honest, though, from Jufre. I mean, you're right, though, the post has come to his aid, but it was good play. This is great.
Fantastic defence from Whitehaven. Exactly. They know they need to get back into this game, and they've just pushed Ben Crooks down 3, 4, 5 metres, and you can hear the Whitehaven fans shouting to our left. Now comes on to replace Connor Davis. as Greg Eden. The ball is going to hit the floor, and it's going to be in the favour there of Hannigan. So Whitehaven have this ball back. Hannigan's nearly through there, and he's going to be taken down. Whitehaven less than 10 metres out now. Can they try and get back into this game? Newton then comes across to Guy Graham. Doesn't score all that often, does Guy Graham, but he's going to be taken down 3 metres out. Newton's waiting there at dummy half, just to the right hand side of the post. Goes down right there. Ben Crooks isn't that fast, I don't care what you say. Must have been offside, but the ball in the hands now with Dionnair, and I think we're about to get a penalty for offside here. Yeah, and maybe realised he'd missed something there, a slight push in there. Nothing major in it, but you can't do it, and it now means that Halifax are going to fetch this ball forward. Calcott, he's going to be taken down 9 metres out. Inman waiting there at dummy half. It's going to go, no, he's going to go himself. The ball looked to be going left to Tangata. He's going to be taken down just short. Is Tom Inman.
Yeah, he's not far off, is he there?
O'Brien in there at dummy half. It's going to go left now into Keys, who gets to Widdop, out the back to Jufrey. Good work from Whitehaven, and ball's going to be knocked on there by Whitehaven. Good defensive work once again, and we're just short of, well, just over 15 minutes to go. Sort of 15-month rehab, pretty much, from an ACL injury, which he returned from the back end of the season. So when you see Callum go down holding a knee, whether it's one of either course, you just hold yourself just a little bit, but he's okay to continue. He's a Scottish international. Great hit there, Dionnair. There's a reason they call him the Hammer, and that is why Dave Parkinson.
He let him know about it as well, didn't he?
Certainly
what a hit. Superb tackle from Dionnair, and here's Gebby.
Yeah, Gebby scooting at dummy half following a Guy Graham play the ball. There's just under 14 minutes to go here at the Shay. It's BBC Radio Cumbria Sport Online. It's Halifax Panthers 22, Whitehaven 4. The same score it was at the half-time break. Dionnair just nearly fumbling there, but going to get away from one, can't get away from two, as Whitehaven continue now on the attack. He's going to be taken down just 20 metres away. 5 metres in from the far right hand side touchline for Whitehaven. Phillips in there at dummy half. Graham comes out now to Carter, comes across then to Guy Graham.
Good run, good tackle as well, to be honest, from Calcott.
Graham's going to look at playing this ball 15 metres out now, as it's Phillips who goes across to Hannigan. Hannigan then come across to King. Combinations are there for Whitehaven, you can see, and that ball's going to be lost. Penalty for Whitehaven, and then King's going to be taken down to the floor, and we're all going to come in at 6 paces once again there. This game's just in, I'm not going to say looking at boiling, it's simmering, yeah.
Simmering.
It's not boiling, it's not boiling over, but I think both sides in the last few minutes maybe a little bit frustrated. There's been no points scored, there hasn't been any real stoppages, and who is it that's seen yellow? Is it Ryan King that's seen yellow? So this could be a penalty reversal here. Down now is that Halifax man on that side. Who is that? It's Matty. Is it? Yeah, it's no, Ben Kavanagh. Yeah, the second rowers on both sides have gone through a lot of work for Halifax this afternoon. Widdop now with ball in hand. Looks to try and he gets away from.
Can't they shut him down altogether though?
From two, can't shut him down at the minute. Gets the ball away. It's Kavanagh once again and looks for the offload, but the ball's going to be taken down, and the Halifax public in front of us just going a little bit frustrated from what they've seen from Halifax in the last sort of 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was all champagne corks and celebrations in the first 20 minutes, wasn't it? And we've just not seen evidence of that up against this.
Halifax are now fetching this ball forward. Inman in at dummy half, trying to come across to Ryan Lannon. Then in hands now at Keys. Keys gets it across to Kavanagh. Kavanagh throws a dummy. It's going to be taken down over the halfway line.
I'm waiting for the announcement that the Buffy's open.
Oh yeah, it seems to be yours. Halifax are through on that left hand side. Greg Eden throws a dummy. It's going to be Crooks on that left hand side, and it's going to be the first try of the second half, and it goes to the Halifax Panthers. Ben Crooks is going to be the man to get it on that left hand side, and Eden just showed his skillfulness and also a bit of experience. As Crooks is in a dummy half, comes across now to Eden. You seem to spend a bit of time a bit more further in field in this half as Greg Eden, especially when Jufrey has been in and around the play of the balls. Inman's in at dummy half, Lannon plays the ball. Keys now comes across then to Widdop. Widdop's going to put a kick in over the top. Saltonstall's looking for it. Fantastic take and fantastic finish from Saltonstall over in this right hand side corner. Just realised there he had a bit of space in Saltonstall because Oscar Doran had cut inside, and
they've really rolled the sleeves up of Whitehaven and probably deserve a little bit more than this 32-4 scoreline suggests.
And they've gone short of Whitehaven, and they've collected that of Oscar Doran, so they're going to have 12 seconds here to try and put one play on 6 again, which isn't going to mean absolutely anything. But Mason's in there at dummy half. Carter is then going to put the kick on. He's going to get it across to Dionnair, and Dionnair, I don't think he realised how little time there was left, and it's just taken that ball forward there as the Papua New Guinean didn't try and put a play on the right hand side, or maybe thought, what's the point, it's not going to mean anything anyways. But full time here at the Shay, it's finished Halifax Panthers 32, Whitehaven 4.